Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Minecraft series. And this time around, well, basically I just wanted to show you my two new creations to the new part of my world, which I have traveled through the Nether to get to. Basically, now there's actually like 3.5 editions or something. Basically what happened was this starting room here, which I built, or the starting base, I added a second floor, some bookshelves, a little sofa here, and some, some nice viewing distance here, so you can look out all over this place, and you can see on the left side there where that dirt ornament which I built, so I could actually navigate. If I got lost, I could see that the dirt ornament from further away. It's pretty distinct. I basically just changed that out to that huge ass tower there. It's basically served the same purpose. You can see it from further away, so it's easier to find your way back if you get lost. Since I can't really use a compass anymore because that doesn't point to where my spawn point, which would be the last bed that I slept in. It actually points back to my original base, because that's where I spawned the first time when I created a world. Or so I think. I haven't actually tried it lately, but I think I tried it once and it still points to the same direction. But yeah, I've collected a bunch of stuff like sand. It's really easy getting glass panes. Like you convert 6 glass to 16 panes. So yeah, it's not that hard to get glass anymore, honestly. I did read, however, somewhere in a 1.9 pre-release 2 or whatever, that apparently glass panes are not supposed to be reclaimable, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I added a basement part. And I added a sub-basement which goes to the quarry. Basically, I'm just collecting stone here. And I put my bed here because Spud was getting nervous that my bed was so close to the outer walls. And nothing spawns in here, Spud, so you don't have to be nervous again. Or anymore. Not for me, at least. But yeah, I built a bit of a basement here so I could get some more storage room and, some furnaces and stuff. Because, yeah, basically this house was pretty small. Because I had limited resources, obviously. Now I have a little bit more resources. As you can see here, I've collected a lot of stuff. Just random stuff, really. I found a saddle or two in one of the dungeon chest, which was underwater, basically beneath the caved-in sand. When I was collecting the mossy cobblestone there, because that's the only way you can get mossy cobblestone, I always collect them when I find dungeons. So when I was collecting that, I've actually found the spawner itself under a block of sand, and I found a chest as well, which contained these 2 saddles, I think, some random stuff, and 2 cocoa beans. So these are my 2 first cocoa beans. As far as I'm aware, you can't really do much with them at the moment. You can make cookies, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not so interested in that. I really want some pumpkin seeds, not melon seed. I got plenty of melon seeds, but I've also read in the newest patch notes that apparently you can put a pumpkin to get pumpkin seeds, just like you can put melon slices to get melon seeds. You're supposed to be able to get pumpkin seeds from pumpkins. So if you find wild growing pumpkins, you can get seeds from them, which you can then plant and, start farming pumpkins. I'm not sure why, but maybe you can make some other stuff with pumpkin, or you can start eating it, or, you can make jack-o'-lanterns with it, but really, you can just get glowstone from the nether, really. So I think it's better and looks better as well. But yeah, so this is my little bit of a, ornament guideline thing. Double door, same procedure as last year, James, basically. All connected to this one switch, also from the inside. And there's obviously redstone. If you don't know how to build these, I made an episode like 20-ish episodes ago, I think 15 maybe, which explains red light, disco lights, hidden doors, double doors. So yeah, you can watch that if you want to see it. But basically this is where the dirt pillar was before, and well, it's not a dirt pillar anymore, it's a massive tower now, which goes all the way up there. I'm thinking about adding floors to them, so every time the wall goes in, because I wanted a, not a pyramid shape, but more like a spear tip shape. I wanted it, the incline to be, more, basically. So, yeah, it's not that much of a pyramid triangle, more of a spear tip triangle, and a more steep triangle. That was what I was going for, so I went 6 up, and then 1 in, 6 up, 1 in, 6 up, 1 in. And I ended up with this structure. I'm thinking about cutting the the absolute top part of it, because it doesn't look that good from outside. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can actually see. I do believe I have. Oh, there's a spider. Yeah, yeah. I heard you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're not even remotely as dangerous as the poisonous ones in the abandoned mine shafts. So I don't really care about those spiders anymore. But yeah, the top part up there it's a bit too thin, I think. I might cut it out and just take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. Now there's 6. Maybe 5 will be enough. I think it's, you know, tall enough anyways. But yeah, that's one of the structures, and obviously I've made all these passageways here, and I've actually inverted them, so it's wood in the middle and stone on the outside, and I'm not using half steps anymore. I'm using this nice looking stone brick, which the whole tower is built as well, and also the base is built in stone brick. So I'm basically exclusively using this for building buildings now. I think it looks really good. It saves a lot of resources, like seriously a lot of resources. Ooh, there's a Enderman. Sup, buddy? Oh, I wasn't even looking at you. Where'd you go? Is he over there? Yeah, there he is. Stupid skeleton. Ow, stop that. Did I get both of them? Nope. There he is. That's a skeleton if you couldn't see him. I upped my brightness as he added a brightness bar to the options now, to the graphic options. Hopefully you can see something, because for me it's like almost playing in daylight 24/7 now. It's kind of stupid, but I want you guys to be able to see properly, so yeah, I can live with that. Anyways, stone brick. Awesome building material. You put 6 smooth stone in and you get 6... No, you put 4 bricks in... 4 smooth stone in and you get 4 stone bricks back. Oh yeah, there I got 4 smooth stone on me, basically, so you get 1 for 1. So you're not losing any materials compared to if you make half steps. You get 3 stone slabs for 3 smooth stone. So technically you're halving your gain. Basically you're losing half the resources, and on top of that you need 2 slabs to make 1 block. So yeah, you're losing tons of resources. Why did I do that? I don't want those anymore. Go away. Ah, that was stupid. Oh well, I'll live. Gonna go downstairs and sleep so it just become daytime. But yeah, that massive monument is basically my guideline, so I can see where I am if I get lost. And I have been exploring quite a bit. I've been looking for, you know, more abandoned mine shafts and just trying to find pumpkin seeds really, but no luck so far. But I have built all these passageways. There's a burning skeleton over there at my monument. Go away! Yeah, that's what you get. What's up, sheep? But I really wanted to build somewhat of a tree of life, so I did. Basically, this is what I come up with. Those are vines everywhere. It's a pretty big tree, I must say. I'm not 100% sure about the shape of the, you know, the tree crown, the leaves. I think it's okay. Could have been better, but honestly, it's pretty huge. It took a while to build. It's not that bad. It did take quite a while though. And it looks okay, you know, from a longer distance away it looks really cool actually, I think. When you can see all the vines hanging down and the sun in the background and stuff like that, and you can see the tree crown shape on the top. I like the top a lot, so I don't like the bottom that much. But it looks okay, and the vines actually add a really nice touch, you know. Now it looks like a very, very old tree or something, the tree of life. But yeah, there's a massive 6x6 tree trunk there, so you can go inside, obviously. This leads nowhere, but I just wanted to show you. So you can go all the way around here to get inside the top of the tree. Let's see, here we go. So yeah, this is inside the tree. Basically you can walk around here and none of the leaves will disappear or anything. You can manually place them now and manually collect them by using shears, and that's basically what I did. I just farmed a lot of trees and just kept replanting them and farming, you know, both the wooden logs, tree trunks, wooden logs, whatever, and the leaves as well. And yeah, this is basically what I came up with. So I'm thinking about, you know, extending these tree logs up to the top or middle somewhere, and then adding like a floor or two and maybe add rooms. I'm not sure yet. Obviously I can't use fire in here because that would be devastating. Pretty funny, but devastating. But yeah, and also everything looks very solid because I'm on fast graphics. So if I actually prefer fast graphics now. I think it looks better than fancy graphics, so to speak, where you get you're able to see through the leaves. I think it looks messed up and it hurts my eyes a lot. I actually like the fast graphic rendering better when there's all solid blocks. But you know, everybody got their own choices, so I'm gonna go back to fast. There we go, very nice. So we can go back down and take a look from the outside again. And then after that I'm gonna cut the video, and basically a second later I'm gonna be at an NPC village which I found. I know it's over here somewhere through this forest. I just can't be asked to run around for 15 minutes and not finding it and talking about nothing really. I don't have that much else to say. I built a monument. It's a good guideline if you get lost. I built a tree of life because, well, I always wanted to build a tree of life. I've been thinking about building a massive glass dome around it, but actually I think it works kind of good in this natural forest biome here. I think it actually works kind of good that there's no massive glass dome around the tree. I could, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it looks cool as it is. Took quite a while for the vines to grow. Couple of in-game days, maybe, you know, an in-game week or so, 7 nights and days in Minecraft or so, to make this grow this far, or even more probably. But yeah, it looks pretty cool now, I must say. And there's vines all around the tree basically. You know, some sugarcane and some normal trees and some grass and flowers, and you know, I'm gonna pimp this area a little bit more to make it more of a, you know, I don't know, sacred tree grove something. I don't know, I just go with the flow, whatever I feel like building and doing, you know, add some roses maybe, and you know, some more vines on the other trees around it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Add some more water. There's a little pond here. Nothing much. Could add some more water over there maybe. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so second story and basement, monument, and tree of life. So next thing is an NPC village, which you will see very soon. Very soon indeed. What the hell? Super teleport! Anyways, here we are, guys. This is an NPC village which I found in a desert biome very close to my new base. So yeah, there's some biomes on both sides. There's actually a forest behind it, but this itself is a forest biome, and I've been running for quite a bit. But this is an NPC village, so I built nothing of this. These are basically all pre-made and randomly placed villages. I do believe there's a few requirements that the ground needs to be somewhat flat and this and that and blah 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 blah. Anyways, there's usually a town well which is behind this building here. I'll go take a look or show you. And they use gravel as pathways in the villages. And yeah, here's the well. So basically some cobblestone and some fencing. And then there's water in it, and it's quite deep. So that's the town well, and then there's usually a town smithy, and this is it. There's some lava here, some furnaces, you know, and this is one of the anvils, I guess. And some iron bars there. You can go inside a little house here, and there's, you know, a table using a pressure plate, I think it is. I think it's a pressure plate. On top of a fence at least, so that makes a table, which is pretty cool. I don't think you can actually put stuff on top of it though. Nope, because it's like floating in the sky. But yeah, they look like tables, and there's some wooden sofas and whatnot. They make use of glass panes, I think. Yeah, it's glass panes, and this is a small building with some fencing on the roof. I guess you can go up the... Yep, there's a ladder here. There's the library or whatever, that building. There's some bookshelves in there, I can see through the glass. This is a lamp post, I guess. I'm not sure. Black wool with 4 torches around on the fence gates or fence poles. And there's some farmland with wooden logs around it, and 1 strip of water there, or 1 row of water. It's totally unprotected, so animals can just come here and step on it, so, you know. But if you restart a complete new seed, it's not a very bad idea to make use of this. You know, there's wheat and everything already grown, and you know, there's plenty of resources around. You can just demolish the houses to get the tree logs and the wooden planks and all the cobblestone and stuff like that if you need that. You know, it's not a bad thing. And they're supposed to be NPCs. I'm not sure if they're actually gonna do anything. I've seen it in a video or in a screenshot. They look like monks or something. And as far as I'm aware, they still don't do anything. Sometimes they're kind of glitches out, so I've actually been to this village before when I found it, just to check out the buildings. And you know, you can see the ground went down here, and you know, the door is all the way up there for some reason. So yeah, there's another house in the NPC village. Nothing special. There's generally not much in them. And there's a creeper. Maybe he lives here, I guess. I don't know. He did now. Yeah, some more buildings, very small square buildings. Nothing special in there. Nothing special in this one either, I think. Nope. Even dirt flooring. No, nothing. See if I was in that house. I've been in that one with the fencing on the roof, and this is a smithy. What's this now? See if you can find a door. Here's the door. Yep, nothing. And this is the bigger one, the library type-ish thing, or the workshop or something. I'm not sure what it is. It's supposed to be, but there's a workbench, and I did not place it there. It's there from the beginning. So there's a lot of resources you can reuse here if you need it. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to reclaim glass panes in 1.9, which is pretty bad, I'd say. You know, collecting resources already is a pain in the ass. You know, having to recollect everything just because you misplace a couple of glass panes is kind of annoying. I actually think I'm gonna steal these. Nah, I don't really need them that much. I'm just gonna leave this NPC village be. What I wonder is now if there's actually gonna be some NPCs, some villagers in this village, since I already found it and it's not undiscovered yet. So we'll see about that when 1.9 hits the field, and we can all try it out. If you want to try it out, you can go to the Minecraft forums and get access to the pre-release version 2 or something. I'm not that interested. We'll all get to try it whenever it goes official, so I'll just wait until that and read a few things. And if I see something that needs to be done, you know, like there's going to be you can farm animals, so you can make them duplicate. So if you give them wheat, they go and you put 2 of the same together, they basically spawn a 3rd one. So if you take 2 sheep and give them wheat, they produce these little hearts, and then they go in heat, and basically they produce a 3rd one, and then you can just keep doing that with all races. There's not supposed to be, or not at the moment at least, baby animals, but you know, you can still farm animals technically, I guess. So I guess I'll build like fenced areas so I can have cows and sheep and chickens and see what happens. If it works out and they don't despawn, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna despawn. Everything despawns so far, so But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe if you didn't already, and drop a comment with any suggestions or any questions, and I'll get to it if it's important. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.